public officials should not purchase state assets. They should not come anywhere near these transactions. The smack of conflict of interest, insider dealing, it is immoral, it is unethical, it is totally unacceptable.
Based on what law?
That is what the issue is.
Pursuant to what law?
If
law?
If the Constitution did not hold the view that public officials should stay away from these transactions, and that even if they will participate, they must declare their interest. That is why, under Article 78 and 98 of the Constitution, if you are a minister, you are an MP, and you want to engage in an office of profit, hold an office of profit, you must apply to the Speaker. One of the issues that I have raised is that the Honorable Brian Champon failed to comply.
Bobo has consistently applied to run the law firm.
Yes. And indeed, he's among the 47 MPs and ministers who have complied. The Honorable Brian Champon hasn't complied. So when he sits here and raises and rants that what law has been breached and what constitution has been breached and all of that.
Is it conflict of interest?
Please, let me proceed. So it is
unbelievable.
In that provision. Read Article 78 carefully. You see that because of conflict of interest concerns, and Article 287 is clear that the forum for conflict of interest, resolving conflict of interest issues, and in Okuja to Ablakwa Manebwama versus Jacob Echebilam, the Supreme Court held that the forum is right. So this is a matter that I have been consistent on. The attempt to call me names this morning will not wash. I've been very consistent that public officials should not engage in transactions of this nature.
Your wish or consistency cannot amount to law.
So this deliberate obfuscation, and let's broaden the issues.
Your wish can never be the law.
I've given you the constitutional. Why didn't he comply with the constitution?
That if he has breached Article 78,
please let me proceed.
Recourse charge.
So Doc.
Charge or recourse?
Let them determine that. Let them determine that.
Point number two. You need to refresh your mind on the Anani ruling by Shraj. And if you refresh your mind on that ruling, you will not be making these submissions. Point number 2. He makes the case that
I was involved directly in Anani case.
I have embarked on these demonstrations and other activism because I don't have confidence in the Shraj case. Okay. He knows that Shraj does not have the power to injunct.
Yes.
Documents are intercepted after my Shraj petition revealed that they were going ahead with the deal. Indeed, as we speak, SNIT has issued statements, public statements, indicating that they are going ahead with this transaction. Despite organized labor's protest to the president on the 20th of May, the president directed them to go see the employment minister and the SNIT board. When they went for those meetings, organized labor has told us that SNIT and the employment minister sought to convince them. Faced with this situation, what will conscientious citizens do? You wanted us to sit, fold our arms. We know Shraj doesn't have the power to injunct, but we should just sit back, be docile, and not carry out other constitutional rights available to us. Is that what he's suggesting? That is why we embarked on this demonstration.
It was a charade.
Point number three. If you listen to Egyapa Mesa carefully this morning, he's virtually suggesting that Ghana chiefs, the Lawuloma, don't have a brain of their own.
That's not what I said.
They are not rational. They are not discerning. I had to come and incite them. That's what he said. That I'm doing incitement.
That is the impression.
Incitement. Yes. Okay. Hey, be careful, oh. You're on their land and look how you are talking to them. Be very careful.
You know when he said, hey, you know what came to mind?
No.
Hey, Atu.
Yeah, the same guy. You know,
this is your propaganda.
I'm totally astonished. Totally astonished.
This is your propaganda.
Today, our revered chiefs can't think for themselves.
Hey, Egyapa.
Hey, Egyapa. Hey.
I'm saying
that the Wulomo. I have to come from North Tongue to convince him, to tell him that this matter is bad for him. He can't reason. He doesn't have council of advisors, council of elders. That I have to come and incite him. Honorable Egyapa Mesa, what really are you telling the guard chiefs this morning? So look, nobody has to wait for me. These are discerning people. The thousands who marched on the streets are discerning. Is Egyapa Mesa aware that it is not only the guard chiefs who are complaining? I hold in my hands here a letter signed by Nana Kojo Kondua that says the SNIT investment, where on the average they are making 32 million losses. STC.
That's the conclusion.
Nana Komia's STC. Yes. Nobody in cabinet is interested in STC. The saviors in cabinet, the saviors, the ministers who can save state assets.
Who is saying that this is a cabinet decision?
Nobody is interested.
There's no.
Who says nobody?
There's no transport entrepreneur
Nobody is
in
interested.
cabinet.
Those.
Is this even a
How about the beachfront entrepreneurs? No, none of them. None of the entrepreneurs.
Is this even a cabinet decision?
None of the entrepreneurs are interested. Nobody in government. SNIT itself is not interested that workers 80% shares. See the hemorrhage. See how our contributions. See how we are bleeding. So you see how they defeat themselves. If really suddenly you are SNIT is so concerned about where real losses are and must immediately salvage the situation, they should have started at the state transport company. They are not interested because it's not profitable. Look, this is classic state capture. That is what this is about. That is what this is about. And nobody can run away from the fact that what we are dealing with is state capture. And all of us must rise and protest and stop this. And that is why TUC, the Federation of Labour, all the opposition political parties, and our revered chiefs who can reason for themselves, who are rational, all the citizens, the thousands of them who participated in this week's march, they can reason for themselves. This is about workers' contributions. This is about the future. Already, see what you have done to pensioner bondholders. See the haircut you have forced. Even old folks who have become all bald and don't have any hair. Worse than my own situation. They are forced to take haircuts. Now pensions too, you are jeopardizing their pensions. And we are having this discussion within the context of the recent ILO report. That if care is not taken, if we allow SNIT to continue with this bad management practices, by 2036, SNIT will not be able to pay pensions.
And that excludes the 1.5% investment return.
These are
over 15 years.
These are grave matters.
1.5%.
Grave matters. So
way less than the treasury rate. Way less.
We will continue on this process.
You own SNIT, you keep it.
And I thought that this morning, Egyapa Mesa will add to the growing list of MPs who say they will join me to sponsor this private members bill, so that politicians
I don't have a problem. No, of course.
As young people, let's be interested in the future of our country.
Hold on. I agree with you. Not a problem. But as we speak, there's no law.
Will you support it?
I will support it. I don't have a difficulty at all.
Does it then mean that in principle you don't think that politically exposed persons and political office holders should be acquiring state assets? Because that's what his bill seeks to do.
I don't have a problem. I don't disagree with the provisions of the Constitution.
Okay.
But if somebody says that, look,
we should outlaw it.
I will support it. I don't have any difficulty.
Good, that's good. But we are making progress.
You see, Sammy, all the questions that you have raised, my worry and my difficulty is the personalization.
You think it's targeted at?
Absolutely.
How?
It's pure politics.
How? It's not.
So
I've raised constitutions, I've raised procurement issues, I've raised the breach of the shareholders agreement. It's not personal.
You
It's not
extend
personal.
it to
So,
state.
so with Jake, was
please
it personal?
Allow me.
When I took Jake to the Supreme Court, was it personal? No, you're not being fair. You're not being fair.
The principle
It's not personal.
for redeveloping these prime locations in Accra was started during President Rawlings' era.
This is not personal.
Why?
You know it. It's not personal.
So you use words like state capture. Why?
Yes.
These people don't have lands in cantonments.
The statement says from 66.
Thank you.
Yes.
So from 66, everybody else has participated in state capture.
That's what it means. Yes.
So let's reverse it. Let's reverse
How are you
all of
going
it.
to do that?
How are you going to do
You are
that?
the
But
lawyer
you see,
here.
Randy,
Some of them are not reversible.
So why are you targeting one individual who is entrepreneurial?
The pressing issue
and
now
has saw an opportunity
is to stop the
to
sale
build
of these
the
hotels.
largest hotel chain in Africa.
Okay.
Why targeting?
We need to go.
Why?
Thanks.